It is a beautiful day today. And when I say beautiful, I do mean beautiful. Like, look up in the sky. It's nothing but sunlight. And in this video today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to 360 kickflip. And I got the iPhone with me to record all the voiceover, because apparently I'm nervous about the camera not picking up the audio as much, but it's not really that windy out here, so I should be fine. Oh, and comment below if you like the beanie. I'm trying to rock the whole beanie look with this color, so comment down below if you like it. Let's learn how to 360 flip. So if you guys are new to skating or been skateboarding long enough, then you should already know what a 360 flip is, but I'm gonna have to tell you anyway because we always have to explain everything in these tutorials. A 360 kickflip is the combination of a 360 shove it and a kickflip all combined. Now this is a really standard trick that all skaters learn, and it kind of like varies like between the skaters. Some might take them less time to learn and some might take longer to learn, like me, because this trick took me 3 years. And this trick, when learning it, takes a lot of patience, so you're gonna have a lot of that. But basically, this is how the trick's gonna look. You're gonna be scooping it. It's gonna flip all around like this. And then it's gonna come around 360, and then you're gonna stop it down and roll away. So now we're gonna be covering foot placement. And there are various ways that you can place your feet when doing the 360 kickflip. But I'm just going to show my foot placement just so that you got an idea of what the trick looks like. Front foot, for my foot placement, I set it exactly the same way I would for a kickflip, at an angle and just behind the front bolts. Now, with the back foot, this is an important one. You place it right here. So the ball of my back foot is going to be hanging across the edge of the tail, or almost at the end right here, and I tip my toes downward, because what I'm doing is that I'm making the board spin 360 as I do the kickflip. So this is what your foot placement is going to look like. Front foot, I set it up like a regular kickflip, ball of my back foot on the end of the tail, and then I have my toes pointed downward and my back foot is straight across. But sometimes I kind of like put it at an angle sometimes just to get the right scoops. But overall, the foot placement is the same. My toes are hanging off, and then my front foot is at the kickflip at its position. I'm gonna pop it down and then scoop the board with my back foot. And at the same time, I'm gonna flick at the same time. So this is what it's gonna look like when you pop, scoop, flick, and jump all at the same time when you're starting out. And like I said earlier, the board's gonna be doing its thing, flipping around. I didn't spin it and flip it correctly, but you get the idea. It's gonna come down, you stop it, and then you roll away. So how are you gonna do it? Is that you're going to be starting to scoop the board with your back foot, and like scoop it like real hard, but not too hard. And at the same time, you're gonna flick your front foot like the kickflip, but just like the scoop, you're gonna be flicking out much harder. So you're gonna be scooping it back, and then you're gonna be kicking your front foot out, almost like a scissor ninja kick. Now you're gonna jump at the same time and get as much height as you can, because this trick can get tangled in your feet as you're in the air. Now as the board is flipping around, it's gonna be doing its full rotation. As the board is doing its rotation as its flip, you're gonna be watching it over. You're gonna be catching this trick with your front foot. As it comes around, you're gonna be stopping it down, and then you're gonna roll away. You're gonna push down and scoop, and all at the same time you're gonna kick out, and it's all gonna be in one motion. And another important tip when you're trying to learn this trick is that you try to keep your weight centered over the board at all costs. That way the board will stay directly under you, and it will make the progress of learning this trick a lot easier. See, that's what I'm talking about. As long as you keep your weight centered, then you're good. So, what happens when the tray flip goes wrong? For one, when learning the trick, you're not putting all your weight centered over the board. You put your weight too far forward, you're going to be landing with only your back foot on the board instead of both feet. I've had that problem for 3 years when learning this trick. And even if you do land a trick, this always happens to me when I'm doing it. I do the trick, I land it, but you get into like a nose blunt stall or a nose manual. So if you're experiencing the problem where one foot just catches the board but not the other, just practice the drill of doing the trick and just catch it with the foot that's not laying on the board. Afterwards, you can start really committing to the trick. With trying to scoop the board, you probably won't get the full rotation right away. You'll probably spin the board about 270 and still land the trick and do it that way. But that's totally fine. Like, it's the process of learning. I remember I did that one time when I was learning it, and I just sucked it up and just kept moving on. And the thing that I forgot to mention about this trick is that the board will go out in front of you, so you do have to jump with it. A lot of skaters say that all the trick is in the scoop, which is true. But this trick, it's called the 360 flip for a reason. You're not just relying on your back foot to do the whole scoop and the flick. Otherwise, you're just going to be trying to do a 360 shove it or just trying to land an impossible. Not a 360 flip. 75 to 80% of that trick is going to be in your back foot, while the other 20 to 25% is going to be in your front foot. So just remember to keep your weight centered over the board. Make sure you're doing enough scoop and flick just so that you get the full 360 rotation and the full flip of the board. Just remember to commit also. You will hit your shins, your feet or your legs will get tangled while doing it, but it's all part of learning to skateboard. And sooner or later, you'll be landing that trick and you'll be stopping it like almost every time, and then you'll never want to stop doing it. Not to mention that this trick is very good to use in a game of skate. And with that being said, that concludes this tutorial on how to 360 kickflip. I hope you guys found it helpful. If there's any tips that I've missed, or if there's any like more skaters out there that are consistent with this trick, put your tips in the comments below. You know, it's always good to share your experiences on how you learned the trick. If you're new to the channel, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Oh my God! Huh. That probably went out of frame.